Assalamualaikum. Let me show you something you have experienced before. You are talking and suddenly they cut you off. They talk over you. They throw in a sarcastic comment. Maybe even twist your words. And in that moment, you feel it. That tightness in your chest. That heat rising. But you don't say anything. You smile. You keep quiet. You let it pass. Then later, you replay everything in your head. And it goes something like this. I should have said something. I should have stopped that. Why did I just sit there? And here's the uncomfortable truth. You don't hate what they said. You hate how you handle it. Before we go deeper, I created something for men stuck in this exact pattern. The Muslim Man Rebuild Playbook. If you are rebuilding after divorce, chaos, or losing your direction, this gives you a simple reset to regain discipline, clarity, and control. Link is in the description below. Now, let's get into this properly. Because if you don't fix this, it will keep repeating. Different people, same disrespect. And you will keep calling it patience when it's actually weak boundaries. Most men who keep getting disrespected are not bad men. They are men who were rewarded for being agreeable. To keep the peace, they never rock the boat, they are understanding, they give benefit of the doubt, they absorb it, they stay quiet, they don't make things worse. And because of that conditioning, when someone becomes rude, sarcastic, dismissive, or manipulative, your first instinct is not clarity. It is self-suppression. You start managing their emotions instead of protecting your standards. That is the trap. Especially for Muslim men, there is another layer. You want to have sabar, you want to be decent, you want to avoid zulm and avoid being unjust. That is good. But many men twist that into something weak. They think sabar means keep tolerating nonsense. They think adab means never confront bad behavior. They think being calm means staying silent while someone keeps crossing the line. That is not strength. That is fear wearing religious clothes. And that fear shows up like this. You get interrupted, you smile awkwardly, you let it pass. Someone says something sarcastic, you feel it in your chest, but you act like nothing happened. Someone accuses you unfairly. You start explaining, and explaining. Then later, in private, you feel angry, small, confused, and ashamed. Because deep down, you know what hurt you most was not even your words. It was your own failure to check it in the moment. That is why this becomes Groundhog Day. The disrespect is painful, but the repetition is what breaks a man. If you keep absorbing disrespect in the name of being nice, people will not see you as kind. They will see you as available. Because knowing you have a boundary problem is one thing. Fixing it in real time when someone is rude or sarcastic is another. This is where most men collapse. When a rude or narcissistic person comes at you, they usually want control. The moment you react emotionally, you hand it to them. That is why your first move is not words. It is pace. Slow the moment down. Pause. Look at them. Breathe. Say nothing. Let the silence sit. Most men rush because silence feels uncomfortable, but silence exposes behavior. Now, from there, use clean lines. If they say something rude, say this. Can you repeat what you just said? Then silence. They will feel it. Here's another. That sounded sarcastic. Was that your intention? You are not attacking. You are making them aware. If they interrupt, say this. I cannot hear you when you keep talking over me. Short, clear, controlled. No emotion outrage. No over-explaining. And this is critical. Do not over-explain, because over-explaining comes from wanting validation. You think, if I just explain better, they will understand. No. Some people don't need explanation. They need boundaries. The man who talks too much during disrespect is negotiating for dignity he should have enforced. But none of this works if you are still afraid of losing the person. Many men still want to be liked, so they tolerate more than they should. They explain more than they should. They stay longer than they should. Strong men are different. They are willing to walk away. If someone keeps crossing the line, they will say, this conversation isn't productive. I'm not participating in this. Then leave after you say that. No drama, no shouting, no explaining. Just standards. Because the moment you are willing to walk away, you stop being controllable. Your energy changes. Your presence changes. People feel it. And this is critical if you are rebuilding after divorce or chaos. You don't need to become aggressive. You need to become harder to disrespect. The day you stop fearing people leaving is the day disrespect loses power over you. So you have two paths. One, you keep absorbing things, you keep replaying conversations, you keep calling it sabar while your self-respect erodes. Or you change how you show up. Slow down, you use silence, you set boundaries, and when needed, you walk away. That path builds a man who is calm, but not weak. Kind, but not easy to step on. Because Islam teaches strength with control, not passivity. If this resonated, subscribe and comment. Standards. And if you're serious about rebuilding your discipline, focus, and identity, download the Muslim Man Rebuild Playbook. Link is in the description.